Kira Ryusuke is finally back. The man who got eliminated in the first episode of Blue Lock is finally back, and we see him in this chapter. Also, Ego reveals his plans for the Buratsuta 3 in this chapter as well. Let's get right into it. Chapter 311. The chapter starts off as a practice match between the Blue Lock players. We see Raichi, Nanase, and Yukimiya, where Raichi's team is on the attack. We see Hiyori passing the ball and Isagi hitting an amazing goal. After the goal, we can see Chigiri and Bachira. Isagi seems frustrated that Hiyori's pass was too slow, and he says that if the pass was in a world match, it would get intercepted or blocked by the defenders. Hiyori says that he can pull off all the stuffs every time. He's not a robot to do it perfectly every time. And we see Karasu backing him up. And then we see a next panel where we can see Isagi in his Demon King aura, where he talks about the fact that every match he must play to win and there can be no errors in a stage. And what's wrong in comparing us to their idols. We see Karasu explain that he didn't mean that his words were wrong, but the way to say it, he could have said it in a different way. And we see a small fight between Isagi and Karasu. Fortunately, before a fight broke out, Aiku comes in and stops the fight. We see Aiku being the brave leader that he is, say that let's keep this hot feeling for the matches and communicate well with the teammates. And we see Isagi and Karasu say sorry to each other. After this as went on, we see Rin saying to Isagi that he is not the nucleus of the team and everything doesn't revolve around him. And this is to save all of this after he has beaten Rin. And he calls him a wannabe demon king. Then we see the money-grabbing president, Buratsuta, enter the arena. He enters and he calls the Blue Lock players as the money-making blue boys. And he corrects himself saying, the diamonds are off. We can see the joke and the frustration in all the players' face where they say that guy is a money grabber. We can see Bachira calling the chairman, our chairman money grabber. Ego asks Buratsuta what is the purpose of his visit, and he had asked him never to come to the place. Buratsuta explains that he is not here to lecture about soccer, but to tell the Blue Lock players about the Buratsuta 3 and the deal they made. Buratsuta says that he thought it would be best to tell them about the promise Ego made, and they would be motivated if they knew it. And Buratsuta starts explaining to the players that the U20 representative slots isn't 23 players, but 26 players. And he is the one that gets to pick the last 3 slots. And he says one of the slots have already been picked to be Itoshi Sai. Everyone are in shock and disbelief. Even Rin is like, can't believe this, that he has to play with his brother in the same team. Buratsuta then says that Itoshi Sai will only play during the knockouts and not in the group stages. And for the other 2 players, they will be chosen among our 300 players that were chosen by Buratsuta. He shows off the Blue Lock Side BA plan, where he will choose 300 players to be a part of his program, where the last 2 surviving players will become the last 2 members of the Buratsuta 3. He says he did all this to gather players and for additional fees, BLT subscribers, and to boost the BLT channel. We can see the Blue Lock players saying it's a rip-off and it is only a money-grabbing idea. And the players, and Buratsuta shows off some of the players that are going to participate. Exactly to say 12 players. Among those 12 players, we see a familiar face. Isagi recognizes him to be Kira Ryosuke. Buratsuta says that this will run in parallel to the group stages of the U20 World Cup. Buratsuta says the winner will be decided by the time they reach the knockout stages, and they will have some big news for the world to see with Sai Itoshi joining the team. And he gives good luck to the Blue Lock, and they have to reach the knockout stages even if it kills them. And Buratsuta finally leaves. And Isagi asks Ego what does this all mean for Blue Lock. Ego says that they are just there for options and the chairman is only thinking about profit, and it just make all of you stronger. Isagi asks that the main premise of Blue Lock was that anyone who loses in Blue Lock can never play in the new Japanese national team. What about that rule? And if Kira comes back? Ego says that setting aside Sai Itoshi, nobody who Buratsuta drags in will be made to play in the team, and that who plays in the team is all based on what Ego feels like. Isagi asks if Buratsuda's selection is just another piece for Blue Lock. Ego says that yes, it's true. And he won't allow any of those three to interrupt what's happening with Blue Lock and the U20 matches. And if he is unable to win, or they are unable to win the U20 World Cup, Ego will also be locked off of Blue Lock. He says that his position is no different from the players, and that doesn't change the fact that he will never let anyone else take control of this. And he will produce the world's best striker and wager everything to win the World Cup for Japanese soccer. And Ego says that he's going to start announcing the starting 11 for the match against Nigeria. This all takes place just one day before the match against Nigeria, and the next panel shows the arena where the match is going to take place. We see some banners where we can see Isagi, Rim, and Shiro. We see some Blue Lock fans wearing the Blue Lock jersey. In the next panel, we can see Nagi walking towards the arena. And the panel says 2 hours until the U20 World Cup begins. What is the purpose of Nagi entering the arena? Is he just there to watch the show? Or is he a part of the 300 players that are going to be the Buratsuta 3? We may not know yet, but there is no break this week, so we'll get the chapter within 7 days. And I hope it's as interesting as this one. We got a lot of details in this chapter about the Buratsuta 3, and it's pretty interesting. I can't wait to see Kira again. Comment down below what Nagi is going to do there, and give me your theories and expectations for the next chapter. If Nagi isn't going to be a part of the Buratsuta 3, who will be the third player in Buratsuta 3? We know it's obvious. One is obviously going to be Itoshi Sai. Thank you for watching this video. Click on the video on the screen to watch my review and thoughts on the previous chapter. And please drop a like and do sub if you haven't subbed yet. It's TJ. Until next time, sayonara.